Hey everyone, we thought we'd do a video about the World Cup as it's just started. So this video is 5 tips on surviving the World Cup if you're not a football fan. So hopefully this video you'll learn a little bit about the World Cup so you can get by for the next few weeks and kind of leave that person in your life that's watching the World Cup. And maybe have a conversation with them as well and completely surprise them. So enjoy the video. It's our 5 points. Let's get to the first one. First off, what is the World Cup? The World Cup is a football competition that was started in 1930. It's for international football teams. It started in 1930 in Uruguay, and the first World Cup was won by Uruguay. The competition is between 32 nations that qualified through their continental qualification groups. The favourites to win the competition are Brazil, who are the only country to feature in every single World Cup tournament. And the next favourites are Germany and Spain, although Spain have just sacked their manager, which was a very confusing situation. He actually was announced as a Real Madrid manager, who are a Spanish team, 2 days before the World Cup started, and so the Spanish national organisation decided to fire him the day before the World Cup started, and have appointed an ex-player now as well. So just some kind of useless trivia for you, really. The World Cup this year is in Russia. The hosts are actually playing the first game, and that is against Saudi Arabia. That's taking place on Thursday, the 14th of June, which may or may not be today or in the past when you watch this. This is the first World Cup that's actually going to use VAR, which is Video Action Replay. No, Video Assistant Referee, or VAR.
So, point number 2, VAR. That Simon just spoke about is short for the video assistant referee and can often be seen in other sports and will be a big point of contention over this World Cup, I imagine, because it has been ever since it's been used. So VAR was used in the FA Cup, which you may have seen if you have friends or family that watch football. It's always got quite a lot of pushback, as people find that it takes too much time for their short attention spans while they're watching the football match. So when this is used, you'll see the referee make a box in the air and then point to the screen. Basically, that means that they'll be using the video assistant referee. The referee will then consult with the video assistant referee and have a look at a screen himself to make a final decision on the play on the field. It will only be used in major game decisions, such as goals, really bad fouls, and some dubious offside calls.
So number 3 is the offside rule. So for you guys that don't watch, enjoy, or even care about football, it's the one rule that confuses you and leave you wondering why the guy running has stopped running and thrown his hands in the air. The offside rule is designed to stop players hanging around by the goal and trying to get cozy with the goalkeeper. This means that there must be at least 2 players between you and the opposition's goal before you can get past the ball. So it stops people what they call goal hanging and just standing next to the goal and kicking the ball in. The offside rule is only valid when you are in the opposition's half of the pitch. And the last point about the offside rule, you can be offside and move back onside, but still be offside if the ball was passed before you were back onside. So you might have to rewind that and look at that again, because even I don't know what that means.
Cool. So point number 4, what to say and what not to say while pretending to like football around your friends that do. So we'll go with 3 points of what not to say first. But England aren't even playing. If you say this while with a hardened football fan, they will be watching every single game. So they are very likely to get angry or annoyed, especially if you suggest a game like Morocco versus Iran is not an important game in the World Cup. Celebrating when the opposition score. Just don't do that. It's not worth your life. And finally, it's only a game. If you are watching with someone who adores football, to the point of on game day that they will shout insults at a footballer's toddler wearing an opposition shirt, you uttering this phrase will likely result in your swift demise. So what to say when watching a football game with someone who likes football, just to try and mingle in a bit and not look like an outsider. So when a free kick is about to be taken, a perfect thing to do is to announce where you believe the free kick taker is trying to put the ball in the goal. The second thing you can say is, "I can't believe that's a free kick," or "What a dive," whenever you see a player fall over with a slight change in the wind or a brushing on his shoulder by another player. And if you're with an ardent England fan, you watch an England match, perfect thing to say is, "Come on, England!" Just because that normally means that you can fit in quite well. As long as you don't do it when it's 0.2 of a moment or the opposition are about to score.
So the last point, number 5, is England. So England football is quite interesting. We've not had the best past history in World Cups or European Cups, apart from 1966, which you'll probably hear a lot about in the next few weeks. England's group contains 3 other teams. The teams are Tunisia, Panama, and Belgium. The 2 teams that are most likely to go through that group, according to the bookmakers, are Belgium and England. Although, as we know, that does not guarantee that Belgium or England will get through the group. England were humbled by Iceland at the last European Championships. So let's just let that sink in for a little second there. Iceland. The England manager is Gareth Southgate, and he has had the job less than 2 years. He was appointed after the last European Championships. Gareth Southgate's actually undefeated as England manager at the minute, so fingers crossed that stays how it is. The captain of the England team, and Liam calls him the poster boy, as he's a Spurs player and Liam supports Tottenham, is Harry Kane. And hopefully Harry Kane will do the job, be fantastic and do what he does for Spurs, for England, and everybody around you will be happy for the next couple of weeks. So go on, Harry, do the job. I'm going to make a little prediction here. Liam's kind of like, what's the word? Wincing, yeah, wincing's the word. Wincing in the background right now. But I actually have a sneaky suspicion that England are going to do okay at this World Cup. I think expectations can be said to be low for England, based on our previous World Cup and European Championships for the last 50 years. But I have a sneaking suspicion England might do okay at this World Cup. We've got a group of young players that, you know, expectations are low, so there's not too much to live up to. And fingers crossed they actually do a good job. So England win the World Cup? Yeah, okay, well, maybe England win the World Cup. Fingers crossed. Hope you all enjoy the World Cup, even if you're not watching it. Bear with the people that are watching it. It's only on for actually no, it's not 2 weeks, it's about a month. It's only on for about a month. So it'll be over nice and quick. Have a great day. Thanks for watching our video, and hope it's been a little bit entertaining, and enjoy the World Cup.